Hello, this is BlueStar, Defender of Equestria. This is my next status update video because there is much to talk about. And in some ways it's good news and bad news, but I guess in some ways we shall see. Roar! Before I in some ways quote unquote forget that yes, I will be taking the week of July 14th off, and that let's just say I'll be going somewhere during the work week and all that, so that'll be good. But it also means that but it also means that I will miss the Wild Mains episode, so I will do that reaction upon my return, possibly Sunday, Monday. We shall see. But yeah, in some ways, the bigger thing is that, yeah, it appears the leaks have stopped. So, that, yeah, as far as I'm aware, there's been no information of any kind about the leaks. Or the quote-unquote remake slash continuation of Tell Your Tale. So I'm going to assume that, yeah, the leaks aren't coming, so no. So in some ways it's time to quote-unquote wrap up this generation and just, wait for the next thing, which hopefully is coming in 2026 and or 2027. I unfortunately keep forgetting. But the good news is there is, another generation coming, but at the moment I don't have any information on what it could be. So, but anyway, yeah, the leaks have, basically stopped. So, yeah. I have to assume that at this point because there's literally been no information of any kind. And while I kind of look forward to seeing, what the quote-unquote remakes and or continuation of Tell Your Tale are going to be, I have, all I'm going to say is I will believe it when I see it, is the short answer. And, I'll definitely react and, quote-unquote review them and all that stuff, but obviously they're basically headcanon, so they won't count towards any official analysis, so, yeah. So, anyway, so yes, so how I quote-unquote intend to wrap up this generation, I think, is that I was gonna do like a top 10 list, and might want to modify that with the the leaked content, but I'm not sure about that. I mean, I think at least one other person did a top 10 list, and I think they did it a lot better than I will. So, and besides, I'm a reviewer slash analyst. I should review and analyze things. So, roar. And that's kind of what I want to do. It's like, I kind of want to go through each of the main six and do in some ways a quote-unquote final character analysis, and also, what did we learn from them? And were they successful at teaching us that? Because, yeah, I think almost on some level there is this thing of, this character is supposed to teach us this character is supposed to teach us that. So it'd be interesting to go through the main six and, explore those kinds of things. So, roar! Yeah. I was just thinking, yeah, it's sad, but yeah, it's just sad to see this generation come to an end, especially this way, but it is what it is. But gonna try to, in some ways, end on a good, positive note and, focus on the good things. So, roar! And then, yeah, I mean, after that, it's gonna be basically a waiting game, and it's the bad thing of any channel to not be producing content on any kind of regular basis, and there's only 5 more episodes of Wild Mane, so that's like another 2-3 months or so, so yeah, so that's not good in some ways, and it'll be interesting all I'm gonna say is it'll be interesting to see if there's gonna be another season, but but we shall see, I think is the short answer. So yeah, so a thought that I kind of had was, I could react to episodes from the original generation, and I guess the first question is that something that you would be interested in seeing? I just did the Magic Coins, which I think was probably one of my favorite episodes, because I still remembered it after all this time, so so I must have liked it. So anyway, yeah. So I was like, is that something you'd be interested in seeing? Because I do kind of actually want to go back one way or the other and see episodes from the original generation, just to say that remember I saw the episodes of the original generation, and just to be interesting to see, how did My Little Pony start and all that. Although I'm gonna say that, yeah, no, I do not want to and will not be reacting to the My Little Pony movie or Rescue at Castle Midnight, because Rescue at Midnight Castle, because they were creepy and scary. It's one of these, I'm sure I'm making it worse. It's worse in my mind than it probably really was. But at the same time, I know there were reasons why I don't like those episodes, and I don't really want to remember them. Yeah, actually, and it's also kind of a weird thing. Again, it's a weird thing for me for the original generation, that I think I actually remember seeing some of the episodes. I don't know if I saw all of them, but I do remember I saw the Magic Coins, the My Little Pony movie, and Rescue at Midnight Castle, and I think the Magic Coins, because I really like that ending, and the My Little Pony movie, and Rescue at Midnight Castle, because they were really creepy and scary. So, yeah, all I'm gonna say is this. Yeah, the MLP movie was about the Smoos, and it's way creepier in the original generation than it was in Friendship is Magic. In Friendship is Magic, it's yeah. In some ways, I'm gonna almost apologize right here. This is me just almost in some ways venting, because Because, yeah, the short answer is that, yeah, in Friendship is Magic, the Smooge was almost funny. He's like, green, translucent, almost reminds me kind of like Jello. The Smooge in the original series was this creepy, purple goop stuff. It had like these heads that would come up, and I think it even made a creepy noise, and it's just like, and covered the whole of Ponyland. So, no thanks. So, no thank you very much. So, I did see a video, somebody comparing the Rainbow of Light, which was, okay, I think I'm gonna stop now. Oh, well, I've said it, I may as well say it, but anyway, because, yeah, this is the point where I really should end these. But anyway, yeah, I saw a video comparing the Rainbow of Light to what happens at the end of Make Your Mark, and there's really no comparison. They basically just come out, use the Rainbow of Light, and it kind of beats up the Smooze a little bit. And Make Your Mark was this cool emotional power moment with, multiple generations coming together in a song. It was awesome. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, and Rescue at Midnight Castle, I believe the story was this creepy castle comes out of nowhere. Tyrek comes, kidnaps a bunch of the ponies, uses some creepy dark cloud to turn the ponies into some horrible monsters. But the good news is that then the ponies come and rescue those ponies, turn them back into ponies, and escape just as the castle was about to disappear. So, again, no thanks. Oh, I was thinking, yeah, there's a thing of like, face your fears. At the same time, it's just a TV show. As I like to say, I've seen these once before in the rerun generation of the 90s, and that was one time too many, and I'd rather not see them again, so... Okay, it's definitely time to stop on that now. It's like, again, this is... In some ways, I'm sorry, I'm venting it in some ways. Oh, dear, because it's like, yeah... It's like, I love these. I love the ponies in the original generation are just so sweet and adorable. It makes me so sad to see all these horrible things happen to them. But then again, it is a quote unquote adventure series and stuff, so it's not gonna be all rainbows and butterflies and stuff all the time. And even in Friendship is Magic, if you went through and listed all the bad stuff that happens to the ponies, then you'd probably be like, ugh. But anyway, okay. But again, it all works out and stuff. Anyway, okay. It's definitely time to stop on that now. So it's like that. So anyway, yeah. So my thought was, yeah, could react to episodes of the original generation. Although in some ways that might be problematic because the quote unquote episode number 1 is the end of Flutter Valley. Oh no, that sounds bad. But the real problem is that it's, depending on which video it is, it's an hour and 33 to an hour and 44 minutes long. And, Oh. Yeah, that's a long that's like movie length there. So yeah, that's good. That's going to be difficult. And I mean, they are in 10-minute segments, so I could just, react to each one, but on like a weekly or so basis, that's gonna be a long time. That's gonna, especially that, and that's just one. The good news is that most of them are either, single episodes or double episodes, sometimes four. So lengths of the stories vary massively throughout the original generation, which makes reacting to it slightly difficult. And not to mention, you may not be interested in seeing reactions to the original generation, so definitely leave your, if you'd like to see Generation 1 or not in the comments below, and we'll see what happens from there. And, yeah, I was thinking, if you have any other ideas of how we could, quote-unquote, wrap up the generation, Generation 5 and all that, then please leave those thoughts and comments in the description below. And, I guess, we'll just keep on moving forward and see what happens from here. And as always, I definitely appreciate all of you, and as always, particularly the people who are watching this video, because I know that, because you will keep on watching my videos even through everything that's going on right now. So, again, truly, thank you, because without you, none of this would be worthwhile. So, roar! So, I think it's time to stop now while I'm ahead in some ways. So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and it's thank you for watching this video and all my videos. And as always, until next time, this is BlueStar. Stay strong and pony on. BlueStar out.